I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard, but it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. A give. This is Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here's Watson. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check 24. Check 24. Leopard. Leopard. 43.
Now it's Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson, rolling to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Tiger. Come back. Hey, blue 80.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Black 99 Philly. Tiger. Hey.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Texans have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you
think? Got class.
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 22. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Leopard! Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gone!
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll be dropped at the 30. And a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 42 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Leopard! Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action with Jackson. Open man right side is Shark. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They'll run the option right here on first down. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. For the best back.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And his kick is right through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, come back, come back. 2 jet, 2 jet.
Watson off play action. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
4 down. Down. Black 22.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 20. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Jackson to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go. Come back.
After the interception, here's Watson. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Watson on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. He takes this for 3 to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action. Now Jackson being chased out left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Watch you now, Barney.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Jackson now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
And we're going to get a timeout here as the play clock was down to 2. And they'll have 2 remaining. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this? And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson. Flushed out right. And he's gonna go down again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And this one is right down the middle. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing them.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now out comes Houston. And
Smell
after
you
the
later.
last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Tiger! Richmond!
On 2nd down, here's Watson. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Jackson on 2nd down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And no, it's incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So first and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Detroit!
Now they'll run it on the toss. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here.
Come on.
Because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Off the play fake. Watson. Forced out to his left. And that's incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shelton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Watson off play action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Watson off the play fake. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Now and it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked.
Why you gonna do that?
And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Stupid shit right there.
Not the best of
I ain't even look. I just knew I had square to throw the ball.
Throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Come back.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Being chased out left.
Come on, man. What the fuck is you doing?
It's Shelton.
You see that shit, AP?
Out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
You see this nigga just standing there.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Watson looks to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And it was the Jets coming away victorious there. Marlon Mack, he had 3 touchdown rushes. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Darn them bitches.
Right.
Try the ground game here with the running back.
First down.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
What you talking about, man? What you talking about?
Good. All right. Man, I was gonna say, man, you got
I just brought him out to show. That's all.
Go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jags,
he shouldn't have got that last
touchdown.
That bullshit I threw up.
And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's their very first clunker of the year as they'll fall to 12-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew,
man, you
alongside
be
Charles
getting,
Davis, I'm Brandon
Larry,
Gault.
you know you
Thanks
be
for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
You be getting some shit, boy. Man, that dude know he be getting some shit. Niggas be having completed first downs. Niggas come up and hit. It don't even be no hit stick. Niggas just be coming and drawing the ball loose. I'm like, it don't be no big hitter. Niggas possession catching and shit.
Shit, nobody. I was watching the games.
Yeah, I should have done it through this motherfucker right here.
That nigga snuck that one in. Luckily, I was online.
You say snuck it in, huh?
Yeah, y'all nigga snuck that one in. Shit. That was one of them games in London and shit.
Right. You silly.
Right.
Boy, silly.
What?
You advanced, Larry.
Oh,
Turn the
man.
injuries off, nigga.
Cut that shit off, man. I played my game. I played my game, so I don't care. I played my game. You should get Mike that loss, boy. He gonna be pissed. You watching this nigga loss go through these shit.
Checking it out, AP. Dude, so. Yeah. See what this nigga do. He don't do nothing. Kamara don't do nothing.
He jumped that motherfucker.
Yeah, he could. He's standing right there, ain't he? Nah, that motherfucker way over his head, though. That motherfucker steady rising. Ain't no way he could be able to jump and get that motherfucker.
What you mean? Some of my record in there? Yeah, I'm only down like 40. Hell nah, boy.
That ain't no good.
Man, hey, lost, man. I'm trying to, man. I'm trying to win, man.
Oh, he run down.
Man, he got you on that one, Lowe's.
Yeah, that was a new play I tried to do a flood concept and was gonna try to hit the fullback, but I ended up throwing it out to the motherfucking tailback, and I didn't know which icon it was, cause I thought I would have had a better chance hitting him. And then I fucked up and had a sub in here. Look who there playing tight end. So I thought I would have had that flood concept with him right here, because he was going to occupy him, and I still threw it to him. You know what I'm saying? So if he would have came up close on him. But I was initially trying to go to him. I was gonna try to go to him. Fuck that up. This was a good play right here.
What? What?
Larry, so you ain't gonna hook with my 60, nigga? Hey, they coming out there with motherfucking NBA sports, 2K's finest dress. Nigga ain't got no shoes. Coming out there in them Buster Browns.
Hey, you see that? Hey, you see that Alonzo Mourning, boy? 10 down. That Alonzo Mourning jersey, boy. 10 down. You ain't gonna see too many niggas running around here with it on.
That was a good motherfucking blitz right there. Man, that's a user blitz in there. I like that. Was that with Myrick? Yeah, you coming in looping around. Yeah, it's a long loop though. He could have cut right through here. Right there.
Maybe all amateur.